Awaiting orders. Ready. Ready for orders. Standing by. Ready for orders.
Hello.
Hello.
It was fun watching all of your friends leave you to go rescue you.
Oh, I was hiding.
Yeah, I saw you. Yeah, you're hiding over by the window.
Yeah, I was watching them leave. Listening to them talk about it was funny.
Yeah.
Here, easy, Chris 10, check your acceleration on your time.
Yeah, A-firm, I'm speeding it up so you guys have a little bit less that you have to wait. Do you want the full time? Over.
A-firm.
A-firm, you got 10 mics.
Yeah, A-firm. We'll call you, but we just want to make sure we get to the SBF in time.
Yeah, A-firm. Alright, well, I guess it's about time to take you over there.
Yeah.
Make sure you try to chase him.
Yeah, I'm just prisonering him so he gets shot at once he gets rescued.
Could you make me the purple faction?
Civilian?
Yeah.
I can do that. But when you pick up a gun, I'll have to remember to side change you back.
No.
Hold on. You're in your own group, right? Yes.
Yeah, I left.
Okay, cool. There you go. Civilian. Cool, that's taking effect.
Do you have like a cell for me?
I don't have a cell, I just have a room.
Okay.
Kind of lame. That said, I was going to walk you through the town so that you sort of get
Yeah.
a sense for where things are at. Здравствуйте, комрад.
Hello?
Hello.
You walk so fast when you're unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
I take it I'm in this building.
Нет. Я можно говорить всегда по-русски.
That's freaky.
Да, я знаю. Нет, нет. Потом. Это. Давай лево. Пошел. Право, пожалуйста. Стойте. Стойте. Право. Давай. Давай. Лево. И право. Право. Номер 2. Нет, извините. Здесь. Давай. Номер 3. Давай. Здесь. Нет. Здесь. Это. Стойте. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna go slip Stukas a K-bar. Hide Zeus. All right, all set up. did it fucking change states? I swear I locked that.
I don't know.
Don't know why it's not locking. I'm breaking out here for a second. This is supposed to be locking. It's set to locked. I don't know why you can open it.
I think it's just an old building that doesn't respond to that. Oh, missile out.
Противник!
Ooh, that's rough.
help with them? Or need security?
No, I'm good. Pull security on that door behind me.
Got it.
Oh yeah, Dodd and Van Dyke got called out.
Yeah, they're taking cover somewhere that they probably shouldn't have been. It's gonna be rough. First 2 casualties out that. Other than that, the assault was frickin' lightning fast.
Yeah.
Where did Hawkins get shot from?
Guy slipped through the wall. Or 3 guys came through.
Well, one guy came out of a door.
Yeah, but 3 guys walked through the wall.
We toggle back.
I killed them.
Oh. Should we toggle Hawkins back conscious then?
Wait, Hawks is on the 2nd floor.
He is.
Oh, then no.
I don't know where he died from.
Well, there's 4 guys in the hallway with him.
Yep.
Oh, we need to get on Sydney.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
I think they got hit by their friendly suppression, actually.
Fascinating.
Vehicles on the roof.
Okay, yep, they go.
Van Dyke.
He's gonna miss Dodd. Dodd's in the bush.
Still is in the bush.
Oof, Dodd.
That guy just jumped off the roof.
Nice.
Upstairs.
Contact fucking oil on Andy. We're gonna need reinforcements on the objective.
Tell these guys to stop moving. Going through doors.
One outside. Roberts just went down. I'm trying to get Dodd. Dodd and Shepard are down.
Silver team.
Fuck. Jesus Christ. He's dead. I need a mag. Fucking hell.
Which room to us?
Mag
We're
up.
on the ground floor of the building.
Oh, they're shooting at Stukas.
Have you?
Top of the steps.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Just checking.
How did they get Stukas?
Can't do anything.
Because he was shooting an AK at somebody down there and didn't
Dropped the guy up
identify
there.
himself.
Okay. Oh, closing this door.
And so
Need that?
Brewski shot at AK fire.
See if you can grab one.
I told them to bring in a fucking rifle for Stukas.
Good thing I put a mag on.
Yeah, well, he stole one. Yep. Oh, that's our first casualties.
I think he was up for a while, but what it
Hello,
Hello.
you first dead men.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh well. It just figures I would be the first one to immediately go down to like 1 headshot because that's just my luck.
Yeah.
I am the bullet sponge. I always have been for like fucking 6 years. I've been the bullet sponge.
How did Boyle and Lombard get over there? Somebody dropped them off?
Presumably aviation moved
Yeah,
them over. They were calling for reinforcements.
Okay.
I think you shot me. Hey, Hawkins here.
I know why I died, so...
Yeah.
there's
No,
that.
you should, if you were gonna drag me, you should have dragged me to the building, not away from it.
Well, they hadn't cleared that door yet, so I dragged you behind, and I was gonna slap a bandage on you real quick, and then they cleared it, and I thought I was
Not that you
playing
guys
with
had
Shepard.
good options, but you were taking cover behind a sheet metal fence, which
No,
is
no,
basically
yeah.
useless.
So when we ran in,
Hey,
Shepard
Currently students.
was lagging behind, so I was
Yeah,
going
see,
back
blow
and
the
calling him
bullets
on the
up.
radio,
I'm
and he
holding your
came to me.
second
I
deck.
think he actually ran past me while I grabbed Van Dyke, and I thought it was plate to plate with him because we're waiting for the door. Past me, shot hits.
Shit happens. They had actually gotten to the building, but yeah, it was too late. Oh well, shit happens. We'll learn. We improve.
Yep.
I also realized another thing I'd forgotten were my frags and my smokes. Turns out that's which is great too.
That was friendlies. That was friendlies.
I did get a smoke off.
I'm gonna throw some in my kit before we get reinserted, however that's gonna happen.
It might just be a secondary mission.
How are we handling reinserts for FTXs?
That's a great question. I hadn't decided.
I'll
I
go there and
think for right now what I'm doing is I'm letting it play out as is. I think that... Because, yeah.
No, totally fair.
Consequences of dying, I feel like if we put you back in immediately, that's sort of...
Oh no, I agree. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
'cause-
yeah. I hadn't officially decided. Stop laying down. Don't shoot to the floor, you mongoloid.
Yeah. My personal thought is once the situation has stabilized, then Bifrost is in because FTX, and then we'll move on, and you don't make the pilots fucking.
Hey,
I'm just gonna go pick up Sydney outside.
Up to you.
Yeah, that's a fair thought. And Sydney's dead too, so I need to bring him over. Who else has died? Sydney and Shepard.
I was gonna say Shepard has to be dead by now.
So it's what Hawkins, Rowe, Boyle, and Lombard.
Yeah. Well,
And Brisky.
I mean, they've rescued Stukas by this point, so you know it's an improvement.
Yeah, +1, -4.
Yeah.
We did it, guys. Let's go.
I got right at the beginning.
I got nailed by a guy who faced through a fucking wall like Danny Phantom. Not
Arma 3 sometimes.
Yeah. That's our fault if you got bonked by
That's
one of those
all
guys.
good.
Yeah, that's
I got a jump scare. I'm not gonna lie.
I was pretty sure we had turned off all of their movement to prevent that from happening, but they were still doing it a bit.
It was one. There was one dude.
The roof is low.
There was two actually. One dude ran through a wall into another room. Guy in the building. I'm like, how? There's no door right there. Second time, I'm like, ah, fuck.
Yeah, don't worry about it. That's not what you're saying.
But I don't know what happened. How did the little bird get
Looks like a road strike.
He came in too hard, hit the ground really hard. I think it just broke it. Because I got hurt by the impact of landing, and if that happens, the bird's toast. I recorded it, so you can see it later.
Hi, welcome to the Dead Club.
Hawkins?
Welcome, Hawkins.
They kept me alive for a little while.
How did you die? Was it somebody phasing through the wall, or did you get shot by someone?
I'm not.
If you're not sure, then I have a solid guess based on what I saw was happening. I'm pretty sure you got hit by the support by fire.
Oh, it's possible. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, I killed the guy that was going through the door, and then I got shot by something else. I think. Yeah. So I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know. I have it on GoPro, so.
Cool. Yeah, we'll review. We'll actually debrief later.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll determine how much of this, given that this is an FTX, it may, with the casualties that you sustained, if it is worthwhile as a training thing to let you guys rerun it, I'm totally up for that, but it all depends on what you guys think is valuable from the debriefing component.
Honestly, I think, gut check, I think it's fine. Just move on. But
yeah, I figure it's worth letting you guys debrief it and see if they're, because if it's just like, hey, we made little individual mistakes, it's probably not worth redoing. But if there are, you know, major improvements where it would be useful to debrief and redo, that's the whole point of training, right? So
yeah. Now I don't.
We'll see.
From what I saw, I mean, it shut down in like the first fucking 30 seconds. But from what I saw and heard on the radio, I'm pretty sure it was just a series of like, oh, I got dropped in an unfortunate moment that caused things to start pulling apart a little bit, and then Sydney got dropped by a guy who faced through a wall, and et cetera, and it just compounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when the bird went down, that chain of events just happened there.
Yeah. Like, my mistake is I should have just picked you up and ran.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Or even dragged you behind and then loaded you and then ran.
And I mean, it was just a series of like, because the bird hit hard, we stopped and bandaged, which we probably shouldn't have done. We should have just fucking pushed on because the injuries weren't that bad.
Oh, you guys stopped and bandaged at the bird.
Hey, I
wasn't very skeptical of pushing forward.
Yeah, that's behind the fence that doesn't stop bullets with the active enemy supporting position on top of you. Yeah,
you'll see what happened later. But basically, we're starting to like take stock of what's going on, and then like a bullet comes through the fence in front of me, and I'm just like, all right, go.
Yeah.
So I was very skeptical about pushing because as soon as I was about to push, I saw a rocket from aviation come flying very close. I'm like, I don't think I want to go for a while supporting us
contacts
right now.
coming in north side.
Aviation was definitely very, very close.
So we're good.
They knew that was going to be the case, though.
No, yeah,
I wasn't.
that.
It was just a little nerve-wracking. I won't lie. But,
it was terrifying.
Yeah,
but...
you know, you're just not used to it yet.
Apparently, it was terrifying. Never mind, my bad. It wasn't a little scary or whatever, nerve-wracking. It was terrifying.
Yeah. To be fair, though, from what I've seen, aviation has not yet missed. Pereira nailed an Igla dude a floor above where everybody was sitting at in the target building with just miniguns. With miniguns. Which is pretty impressive.
That's impressive.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we have... All of the pilots have been explicitly trained on this as of like a month ago, so they can use the miniguns like sniper rifles at this point. So that he was well within his level of comfort for that.
Yeah,
well, that's good.
Right now,
plenty of fucking
mostly
magazines on the dead bodies
consolidated.
around here.
They're working on
surprised
Lombard right now.
Also seen blood.
I'm surprised they haven't pulled out yet.
Yeah, I think they're just struggling to get off the X right now. What it looks like is because it seemed like casualties just kept bogging people down. And they've mostly solved that problem now. They've got their last casualty, and then they've just got aviation essentially keeping them secure. And then from there, I think they've just been struggling to find a direction that they can push out.
Fair enough. Pretty chaotic, and especially if shit's still cooking off.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm somewhat bummed because I didn't have a chance to do really
Hawkins
anything.
is upstairs.
I was even worse, Shepard. I literally got off the bird, came around the corner, and dropped immediately. No
I think
warning,
he got
nothing.
dropped by the guys on the roof, not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
no, I'm pretty sure I just got nailed in the head by the guys on the roof because at the steep angle they're at, that makes it way more like headshots way more likely.
Yeah, and
So,
they could see the LZ clear as day from where they were standing at. So
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We suffered from the
What
mistake
happened, that
of
makes
not
sense.
looking up, basically, so we just didn't see them on the roof.
Yeah.
Would it
That's
still
fine.
be dangerous if Carrera would have came in with the guns before we landed on that roof?
Not at all.
or-
I think that would have been fine. The question is over penetration, and if you don't know exactly where Stukas is,
Yeah.
That's
that
what
was
yeah.
that was the big risk. Was like you could use, because it's 7.62 minis, but they pen buildings. So if you're shooting the wrong place, you could absolutely shoot somebody you didn't mean to shoot.
And I didn't think he would be on the second floor. So I'm like,
Pull it all. What do you got?
was he on the second or was he on the third?
He was second. He was second. Yeah, it was only
he
a
was
2-story with a
second
roof.
floor, third door from the stairs, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Because I actually saw him like crouch out of the door. Like a guy with no gun. I was like, that's probably Stukas, but this other guy's coming out the other door. Shoot him.
You know what's really
and then
funny
I
is
go
that
down.
he picked up an AK and didn't shout to identify himself because he still didn't know where friendlies were, and he double tapped a Russian from the second floor to the first floor, and all Brewski sees, who's holding exterior security, is an AK shooting down at them from the second deck. So I think Brewski put 2 rounds through Stukas' fucking pelvic area, bowled him over, and then they went and fixed him up, and he was like, I think you shot me. I'm like, that's all your fault, Stukas.
I was thinking about actually throwing a spare rifle in my backpack, but I didn't have enough space.
Were you carrying a launcher?
That's right. I was also carrying a. I always forget that I can put a second rifle in the launcher slot, but I do have a lot.
They are moving to Xville.
Hey!
That bald guy with the AK came to a window and we shot him on accident.
Uh-huh.
That's weird. Did he slop squat too?
Was the ball necessary in that part?
An unhaired individual.
I'm fuzzy as I'm hearing.
So, my conclusion so far is mission successful, but unfortunate Pyrrhic victory.
Yeah, this is very much a Pyrrhic victory. This is...
We got
Mission failed
one man
successfully.
Yeah.
at the
Pretty
cost
much.
of 5 handsome individuals. here. I don't know.
I'd say this is a good operation, sir. Worthy of our best efforts, sir.
We rescued someone, but at the cost of 5 individuals.
That being on
The
the
mission
roof
was
makes a lot of
successful.
sense.
I mean,
though.
it's just like the movie, basically.
There is a there is a twist.
Oh, look at the bright side. He's alive.
Yeah.
What about the
Oh,
others?
joy.
Replacements.
All right, let's clear out into the dirt.
What will be called? The Expendables?
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Help. Dickhead.
Because they're landing on the other side of the island right now.
Fuck 'em.
They're not here.
Look at pointing. Look at them. Standing
Yeah,
over
I'm
there.
pretty sure we could have used a fucking LV.
Thanks, Marie.
You guys want to regroup on the beach over here? We'll let them come on in.
Them being on the roof though makes a lot of sense. What happened to me? 'Cause
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was,
yeah, no,
I
yeah.
was looking and I couldn't see.
Yeah,
and
there
then I
were
died.
there were like 5 or 6 dudes who were all on the roof because I mean it's a sensible defensive position.
Oh yeah, no.
If I thought I got shot in the
Shitty
ass, so I spun
corrugated
around.
steel stuff, that's not gonna stop much.
If we had actually like realized where they were and like engaged them right away to suppress that, it probably would have gone a lot better too.
Yeah.
Oh
Question,
well.
when we landed on the right side, was there like a tank or something there?
There was
I
a
thought I saw,
howitzer.
like,
There was a howitzer on the north side.
Oh, so that's what that was. I thought I
Something
saw
went boom.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 2S3. They're a little scary. I got fucked up during my op for not realizing that they had Commander's 7.62 machine guns on top of
Wait,
them.
they do?
They do,
Yep.
yeah. And I thought we were going into just like a, hey, sit and ducks 2S3s or whatever, and all of a sudden we started taking machine gun fire, and it was like, where the fuck did that? What?
So they could have just unloaded on us as soon as we landed.
Well, there's a reason aviation was striking them as we went in.
Yeah, aviation did a solid job with deleting the main threats to your perimeter. It just seemed like the rooftop contacts weren't dealt with sufficiently. It was honestly, it was lucky you guys didn't get schwacked by the AGS-17s that were on top of that. I think it was just because Brewski actually ended up pushing a little bit closer to the buildings where they didn't have the traversal angle down, but at your original LZ, I'm pretty confident you would have taken automatic machine gun fire from where they were at. Or not machine gun, automatic grenade launcher fire from where they were at.
I think that'll just be, I'll be dust there.
I will say what we did do right is, despite the bird going down, we at least got off the immediate location pretty quick. So we didn't get schwacked by AGS-17s. But yeah, no, we didn't really. I mean, it's a common mistake. Humans are not good at looking up. So
yeah, it's a big issue with mount. Yeah, gotta explicitly train that.
Yep. So we'll work on that. Adding it to my list of things to run during team trainings.
As you look out into the ocean, soon you will see helicopters appear beyond the horizon.
Wow,
It also felt like we didn't do a lot of
We're
detail.
too close
on
to the
ISR.
guns.
Yeah.
Would it be dramatic to just see a singer on the right side come straight at them?
Yo, boom!
Oh, he's going swimming.
13th, no!
Oh, we got another lady here.
Just the LEDs start opening up and something.
Yeah, so we could use that.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that's what the gas is set up for. So you don't have to swim the entire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 clicks around the circle.
I was kind of thinking it could have chosen different locations. Maybe one on near the village of Shaco or something and move from behind.
I don't know. I think if we got into the building without casualties, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
It's just
We'll let you guys do full debrief on it.
Yeah.
You just pointed a gun at me.
I was wagging people.
I'm gonna give you a no-no ticket.
Fucking bandit.
Alright, school circle up.
You left me to die, Brewski.
Don't worry, Shepard, I got your dog tags.
If it was you or get overrun by the Russians, I'm sorry.
Thanks for the plate carrier, Hawkins.
You're welcome. I took all the shots for you.
Alright, so
As promised.
obviously that was technically a mission success. Stukas is recovered, but it was very much a Pyrrhic victory. You guys ended up with a significantly reduced force. That being said, it is an FTX, so we get the opportunity to debrief that and talk through what went well, what went poorly, and if it is relevant for a training focus, and this is yet to be determined. If it's relevant for a training focus, then we can rerun that or aspects of that if you think it's going to be useful for that. Otherwise, we can proceed on. But initially, let's begin debrief. Captain Boyle, if you'd like to take that.
Yeah. So started by launching Javelin at the T-80. That started cooking off, and then a lot quicker than I was expecting, that AGS opened up and suppressed me and Lombard pretty quick. After that, I wasn't really sure what was happening for a while. I think Van Dyke went down. Sydney and Van Dyke went down pretty quick. And eventually was able to get in contact with Roe. Got the call for reinforcements. We got over as quick as we could. Unfortunately, Lombard caught a headshot on the landing. Was able to stabilize him and eventually link up with the remnants of the rescue team, which consisted of Roe and Brewski, and, well, the POW. we were able to secure that position and have aviation essentially just murder everything around us. Eventually, we're able to, once the Russians had fucked off, secure an LZ and ran out there and got the fuck out. That's all I saw from my end. Yeah.
Check injuries. Somebody's coughing.
I'll fix them.
Van Dyke, as long as you were conscious, and then we'll go to the next person who was
Okay,
conscious.
so roughly 30 seconds after we landed. Yeah, Little Bird pushed in. We landed. It appeared what we think happened is that there was a large number of hostiles on the roof of the target building that the assault force did not really cue to existing. And because of that, basically, I took a headshot within seconds as we pushed up to the building. And I went down, and the sort of confusion that generated meant that Dodd was out of position and Dodd went down. And then it just sort of snowballed from there, as tends to happen when you take multiple casualties in quick succession. I don't know that there's anything in particular to be gained from rerunning that exact scenario other than just like, better situational awareness in Mount, but that's something we can train at another time, I think. Sydney, you were up for longer than I was. Anything to add to that?
Nothing really to add to it. Like you said, the confusion of you and Dodd going down kind of just got us all messed up there. I didn't see anything wrong with the clearing part of it. I think it's just I had to pull one of them down because after I heard that Dodd and you were down, I'm like, all right, I gotta figure out how to get these guys now before we're overrun, because I don't know if they got hit from behind or where he got shot from. But I had no issues with that.
All right. Who was next? Well, Hawkins.
Go ahead.
What I believe we should have done once we knew we had casualties and we were about halfway through clearing that building is we should have finished clearing the second floor and the roof, and then that would have been an entire threat down. Stukas would have been available to us as manpower, and we could have dealt with the situation more handedly without having to worry about enemies inside the building and outside the building.
Yep,
That's
agreed.
my only comment. I'll pass back to Boyle.
All right. Either Brewski or okay, nope. Dodd.
Oh, I was just gonna say. So Van Dyke went down. You guys charged door. I went, grabbed Van Dyke, pulled him back behind concealment, not knowing that there were guys on the roof. I took a headshot from the roof and went down. And then I believe Shepard was in front of me out kind of in that courtyard, and I think that's where Shepard took it. I could be
Not
wrong.
exactly, no. But pretty close to it, yeah. Basically, me and Brewski went back to get you, and then I was trying to cover him, and I got shot in the face, basically, from one of the rooftop people. Pretty much right away.
Yeah.
So,
Was that definitively after I yelled roof, roof, roof?
I don't know. I mean, I could see him. I just couldn't hit him before he hit me.
We were in the building clearing for a while, and then we went back out. Yeah, I would say Ro and I were awake, so maybe we should go to Ro because we were here for the whole thing.
The survivors.
Yeah, so kind of, I'll just go from so the helicopter
from
crash,
the landing.
So helicopter, landing, whatever. We kind of peeled off to the wall. It was a little bit less cover than we were hoping for. It was not the most sturdiest thing. Through smokes, me and Hawkins as the point element, or the kind of the point men, rocked up to the building, made entry to the building, and then Hawkins took a shot, but he was fine. Shepard, I believe, at some point went down, got him back up, and tried to get Sydney back up. Couldn't get him back up. So I was dealing with two immediate casualties at that point. Then on the interior of the building, Hawkins and I managed to get to the first floor, and then that's when I had, I believe,
Can I clarify something?
Yeah.
British first floor or American first floor? Because the first floor is the ground floor for us.
Okay. The
So
second.
the second
Yeah,
floor.
you have it backwards. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, the second floor.
You
so,
went
yeah,
up the flight of stairs to the
yes,
second floor.
We went
okay.
upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
we went
I was
confused.
just I had to clarify that. I was sitting there going, first floor? No. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We went upstairs, and then that's when I then had 3 casualties, I believe, 3 immediate casualties. I went back down to then deal with them. I left Hawkins pulling security on the second floor, and Brewski pulling security on the door. So I guess that's kind of where the breakdown of getting to Stukas came from me kind of focusing on casualties over the objective. After that, Hawkins then went down, I managed to stabilize him, but at some point he just flopped, along with Van Dyke and Sydney. Stabilized Stukas because he had a chest wound.
I pushed up and cleared the roof.
Yep, and then also radioed for reinforcements from Boyle. Boyle and Lombard came in, Lombard went down, Boyle dragged Lombard inside, stabilized Lombard, and then at that point it was all kind of working on exfil.
Yeah,
So,
that pretty much covers it.
Yeah.
Question, aviation perspective to Hart.
Yeah.
Would there have been anything that we could have done differently in the strike package to better take care of the target?
Couple of thoughts from a planning standpoint. We'll cover it there. First, I would like to cover just sort of some infantry actions on. I can't assess what took Hawkins out. There was a guy that came out who he engaged, and I believe you killed successfully, correct?
Yes, very easily.
Yeah, and it was very shortly after that you went unconscious, right?
Yeah, he didn't even shoot me as far as I could tell.
Yeah, so he was working that contact on the second floor. Best I could tell, there were no contacts around, no contacts that could kill him. I looked away and I looked back and he was unconscious, and the only cue that I had was another 5 to 10 seconds after that. I saw rounds impacting the side of the building at about the same position from the support by fire team, from that machine gun across the bay. So that's my working theory on what dropped Hawkins. So I think that's an important thing to note, where we were talking about penetration concerns with using miniguns off of the 7.62 on the Little Bird during your guys' planning phase. Same thing obviously applies to a 240 or something else, but it seemed as though you had some over-penetration while you were engaging the target building while friendlies were inside. And so that, I think, is a breakdown in coordination that you guys should be aware of.
Fair enough.
Note, I think Staff Sergeant Stukas may have figured this out, but he was on the second deck, picked up an AK, didn't really know where friendlies were yet, and didn't sound off, and then made the decision to double tap Russian dude on the first floor, and all the security elements sees is feet at the top of the stairs with AKs shooting down at them. So Brewski did the only sensible thing and shot the AK shooting at him and put 2 rounds through Stukas' pelvic bowl. So
on that, I had Hawkins because I saw the Hawkins. I peeked out my door because everything was going to shit. And
yeah, you scared the shit out of me a little bit. I almost shot you, but I saw you had no gun.
And then I was like, "Where are you guys?" And they said, "First floor." So I dragged Hawkins over to the stairs, and I look, and there's a Russian dude rolling around the flight at the bottom of the stairs. I'm like, "Well, I'm not fucking going down there." I shot the dude. I immediately got lit up. I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, so
I could have been better.
I didn't know that friendlies were up on that floor, so I assumed everything up there was hostile.
Yeah, so just breakdown in communication. Just want to touch on that briefly.
Yeah, I think the lesson in general is what Hawkins said. First part of TCCC is secure the area. We forgot that and we paid for it big time. Should have just cleared through the building. It doesn't matter if I go down. It doesn't matter if I bleed out just by myself. If you guys can clear the building, make the area safe, and then come get me, I still have a better chance. Go ahead, bro.
I think the issues started way before anything to do with controlling the the stuff with controlling the area for casualties. That is an element of it, but the issues started way before that. I mean, the entrance to the building was sketchy. We were taking casualties on casualties before we even entered the building. Then when we entered the building, we're still taking casualties from outside and inside, and it's just a little bit more kind of, I don't know. It was just something where I'm doing it and I'm like, this feels strange to be doing it so. I don't know. It didn't feel right to be doing it the way that we did it.
Hawkins?
I forgot my comment, I'll be honest.
Excellent.
Okay, stepping back to the planning stuff, and then we'll get you guys done with debrief unless anybody has anything else. Overall concept of strike package was good. I think the devil, as always, is in the details. So, Brewski, Boyle, Van Dyke, you guys are the primary planners. Sydney, this is relevant to you as well. You're an element leader. You should be involved in the planning process. But if we open your maps and you go have a look at the primary LZ and you look at the markers that have been given there, you got an AGS-17 squad and a manpad squad. Off the top of the head, what's the force count for a squad?
About 4.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's fire team. So double that, right? You're looking at 7 to 8
10,
usually for a squad. So you know, and so I think this is just something that I know I haven't learned yet with reading the marks on the map and translating that mentally into how many dudes are we actually going up against. Because if I look at this and I say, hey, that's, I can't do fucking math, 8 times 2 is 16. That's 16 dudes that you're going to be fighting through within 30 meters of your primary LZ. Like, that's not an insignificant force, right? I think everybody here would look at that and go, hey, 16 dudes within 30 meters of us when we're landing an assault force of 5 to 6 guys, like, that's something to be concerned about. The other component of planning, you guys had pictures of that LZ that I gave you through the initial force reconnaissance images when you were looking at that. Those images told you a number of very important things if you paid attention to that. There were dudes on the second deck of the rooftops. There's a silhouette clearly visible there. So that should have gone into the pre-planning of the assault forces being aware that that was a threat on the LZ. The other thing that you could see from that image is the fact that it's a shitty corrugated steel fence that's right adjacent to the LZ. So I think that the overall plan was good, and had that fence been like an Altis fence, where it's, you know, one of those stone things that actually stops bullets, that would have been viable. But again, the big problem with combat is you have to plan for what's actually there, not what you want to be there. And I think there was an opportunity to realize what you were flying yourselves into in the planning stage that wasn't realized. And I think I don't have a good solution for how you'd modify that plan, but initially I would say that those immediate threats to the LZ either would have had to be neutralized somewhere, or you would have had to go with a more off-site landing, because if you're landing that aggressively, you have to have cover immediately off the X. And I think that because that wasn't realized during the planning phase, you didn't have cover immediately off the X. You took contact from a second story, and you obviously paid the price for that.
Yeah.
I can't. I'll speak on that.
Yeah.
I can't speak for anyone else, but I think what I did personally was I read it as like I just saw AGS and manpad and assumed it was like one launcher. You know, it was just like one gun, like a gun team.
Yeah.
So like 3 guys, you know, like a gunner, a loader, and like a spotter.
Yeah.
As opposed to like an entire squad. I mean, so yeah, I don't know. That's my thought of that. A manpad
me
squad,
too.
like a couple dudes or something.
That was the exact same assumption I made, that it was a 2-man IGLA team and a 3-man AGS team.
Yeah, I mean, squad versus team.
Which in retrospect,
Yeah, duh. But yeah, it's just something to get used to.
Yeah, and again, I can't really fault you too much for that, because I don't think I've even learned that lesson yet, of that conscious translation of what you see versus what's there, and I think that's just something we'll get used to. So that in answer to your question about overall, the strike package that you guys had planned conducted very, very well. Again, just the thing that fucked you up there was the lack of cover immediately on the X, and that sort of pre-planning of where your immediate contacts are going to be.
Yeah.
Question regarding this.
Yeah, send it.
So I have a red box marked out there. Do you think, in theory, that would have worked better as a primary LZ since you have building cover here?
Or what would your suggestion to be, basically?
Yeah, if you'd want to do here, hold on, we can.
Let's go look.
Yeah, the easiest way is to just go have a look at it.
Yeah.
My guess is that if you were wanting to land on that north side, my guess is the beach probably would have had to be your best secondary. So obviously here you can see with the bird landing here, both of those roofs were occupied by many people, so you can obviously see how that turned out. All of this is crappy corrugated stuff. My guess is if you were to try and do it in cover, you would have to land off to the northeast over there and use that back end of this compound wall to get.
Oh, there's a nice concrete wall back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again,
I was thinking
it's just down to that exact details and things. You know, minor planning stuff. We're getting used to doing planning this way, so I don't think there's much fault that runs through there. Just, you know, important debriefing things to note and to learn from.
It's FTXs. This is why we do them. We learn. We won't make this mistake again.
Was the close air support on that compound effective?
Yeah. Like I said, all of the cast, all of the strike package stuff was very effective. Carrera had a very great precision gun run on an Igla on the roof of the target building that was pointing something at him. That was cool to see.
I scuffed the landing.
Yeah, but
I mean,
overall,
I landed,
aviation
I just skidded sideways and wasn't able to lift. But yeah, it's okay.
Trucks just outside my balcony. I went out my balcony to see what was happening, and those trucks immediately blew up, and I ran back into my little cell room. And I was like, "Oh my god, I hate it here."
That's all I have. Overall comments. Anybody have any questions for Zeus or other questions related to this from here?
Yes.
I think for how well it went, y'all got lucky, to be honest. Seeing this from the ground level.
Yeah. Honestly, the fact that more of you survived this initial thing from those guys on the roof, I think is honestly a testament to the level of distraction that the support by fire and the aviation elements were doing. Because a lot of shit was blowing up in a lot of directions, so you didn't have everybody looking at you all at the same time.
Would it have been feasible to minigun the roof?
Potentially, you would. The question was always over penetration for it, right? So the question is angle. If you came in at a straightened level with the level of that building, and you took care of that, and you didn't have any overpen because it was going behind it, I mean, we've trained you guys to a high level of accuracy. I think that's doable. It may theoretically also have been possible to put like a single Hydra on one on each building and not collapse it, because I'm pretty sure those don't overpen through. That would require testing though. So I'm pretty sure that would work.
Shat rockets.
Shat. Oh dear.
They actually blow up the building way worse.
Yeah. Any other thoughts, questions, comments related to this component?
I think we've covered it pretty thoroughly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that we were lucky or that we came out with a good number of people. I mean, I was the only person from the assault element who came back. Everyone else had to be reinforced or was here for no reason.
Well, but you only took 2 casualties from this, and it was subsequently returning to the area of threat without neutralizing the thing that was causing those casualties that caused the additional ones for the most part.
We could have probably pied off on the fence and like taken the guys up there.
Well, you can't really pie off on a fence that doesn't stop bullets. So
yeah, well,
I got 2 of them.
I set it down like right where we're standing, and I have in my footage for afterwards. I have a clip of Lombard getting domed and just splatting on the floor.
We can
move back. Yep.
Nope.
All right. If you guys would like to rearm, we'll resume the exercise from here.
What are we doing?
You are still moving to your secondary tasking of interdicting enemy forces moving into the front line.
Oh, it was amazing.
Can I have my back?
Okay. Do we know where? Or
not yet. Just re-kit, and then I'll tell you.
All right.
Just
everyone grab
FTX shit.
I literally don't even have to re-kit. I didn't fire a single round.
Oh no.
It's okay.
for you. You want me to
Have,
change
how
it to
many
the 249?
mags do I have in this?
So we don't need the
I
extra.
would-
I'm gonna need a 2 or
I have
demo at the
7
time.
mags.
leave what you
and I
currently have
was
because it would
half
be
and
running
half. I had
straight
2
after.
half mags by the end
I'm
of that.
sorry, I
I
can
was dealing
barely
off
hear
the
you.
dead.
Too many people.
I'm just gonna
leave
say
what you
right
have.
now,
Okay.
your sunglasses
Well,
are behind your visor,
temporary
but
Oh,
they're
because I
rendering
just
on
realized.
top of
No,
it.
I didn't have those on during the mission.
We
It
no
was just
longer need C4.
Okay.
I had those on during the mission. I was just like
C4 that
this.
That was the funniest rendering layers
Take it
thing
just in
I've
case
seen
you
in
need
a
to mine the
while.
road.
DCO
Oh
for
yeah,
the
the
win.
gold aviators, they're really bad.
They render on top, but you can see that they're
know.
behind it depth-wise, so
know.
it's just like, oh god.
Someone,
And, uh,
someone gave me shit
Want
for
me to
using
still
a
reckon
fucking a CCO, and
762
here
or
we
not?
are.
Take 556.
Well, do we want to reorganize into 4 and 4, or?
It's a no.
He's busy.
To fire teams.
Yeah. Shepard, you're gonna run under Sydney. Sukas, you're taking over for JTAC, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for
Uh,
rescuing me.
You're
Sorry,
welcome.
lost 5 dudes in the process.
Don't worry, it was our own little Operation Red Wings. We're fine.
I didn't rearm you guys if you'd like.
But Shepard,
Yes.
you're under Sydney.
Oh, you put my Waterbird back. How nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I overcooked it. I'm surprised I didn't die until I tried to
we'll
lift
take
back
the
off the LZ. It was very
Oh
interesting.
yes, I've had that where if you've got a rotor that's
that
actively
case,
clipping with something, sometimes it doesn't register that fact until you try and lift.
It's because I like skidded like on the ground
Right,
and like
yeah.
slid in. Yeah.
He's questioning himself.
I
All right, when you guys are ready to resume the exercise, go ahead and load up in the birds, and you'll
rename your group.
receive your tasking as you're in the air, essentially.
Lombard.
I found that fucking K-bar.
Yeah, I know.
So quick.
Yeah.
When I stabbed that dude, and then I didn't
We don't
realize
even know
there
what
was
we're
2
doing.
in the hall.
And
I ran. I hit around the corner waiting for the second one to come in to get me. I was gonna fucking
I
jab him
know
up.
why.
He didn't.
He didn't.
got shot.
No.
I know why he wanted to touch you. I'm gonna talk to him about it
We're
afterwards.
gonna be breaking in air on an objective we don't know anything about. No.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an active assault underway. You know.
Shit's happening.
Well, why the hell did you start
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have medical supplies.
That's kind of important.
So we're getting up in the air.
Okay, Faulkner. Can you hear me quietly now?
Yeah.
So basically, 13th Mu is now pushed in. They're working on taking the city of Motorgot. That's the main objective that's going on. The Southern Force is on the outskirts of Lynnhaven, working on taking contact from there. Reinforcements are going to be pushing in from Harcourt, trying to push in and reinforce Motorgot, and it's going to be up to these guys to try and interdict that.
I can take that.
Well, alright then. What should these forces be?
Well, it's going to be coming from the forces that are already there, so I need to have a look at that real quick. I think it's probably going to be probably a squad of VDV in trucks and a BTR-80 squad that's pushing down. Maybe 2 squads. Yeah, let's say... Nah, more than 2 squads. Let's make it a platoon. Platoon of VDV in trucks and gases, if you want to start setting that up like at the gas station, reinforced with a squad of mechanized infantry BTR-80. I'll just steal this guy.
I saw the meteorite down the road there.
Yeah, I'll just start with that.
Are you gonna ride the attack bird? You want to ride the attack bird? If not, I'll do it.
Would you set up the other? Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Alright, rest of you, get the transfer to Little Bird. Get in the Little Bird. Get in the Little Bird. But, yeah, yes. Did you not grab here when everyone else did?
No,
Run,
Oh, my little
run,
piglet.
run, run.
I'm not gonna be in a seat. Hurry.
Come on, my little piglet. Get in.
Ready. orders.
Start schooling her up, Brewski.
Standing by.
No, that's 3 trucks.
Yeah. Or you got dudes
Oh, there
inside
it
of
is.
it.
Yeah, there's a 5 truck. So, squadish per truck.
Ожидаю указаний.
Set up, or are they just doing one?
They'll just do one for right now.
Roundtable be advised, Viking is airborne.
Roundtable copies. Stand by for sitrep break. Suicide bomber. Viking roundtable. Sitrep as follows. Break. 13th Mu landing has been successful. Northern forces have pushed to the outskirts of the town of Motorgot. They are working on taking that time now. Break. Southern forces have pushed to the outskirts of Lynnhaven and are engaging there. Break. Sigint has intercepted enemy reinforcements pushing towards Motorgot from the town of Harcourt. Expected force size, squad of mechanized infantry, platoon of VDV moving to reinforce along the northern road. Request you intercept and delete those. Over.
Copy, roundtable.
Start
Mechanized
pushing,
forces
Volker.
coming from the northeast along MSR. Interrogative. ETA until they reach the main town of Motorgot.
This is roundtable. ETA unavailable. We have just received in SIGINT that they are forming up and stepping off at this time. Approximate ETA would depend on distance. We don't have that exactly calculated. I'd guess 3 to 5 mics. Alright, go ahead and push him, Faulkner. You gonna push them?
Going.
Okay. Why the BTR isn't?
Well, let the trucks go. Oh, there it goes. There we go.
Friendly fixed wing operating in the AO, 1 times F-18.
seem to be struggling. Just moved it.
Yep, they're reducing now. All up.
On you.
Dumb shit. Go.
Nice in from the north.
Good. They're going.
Be advised, expect that convoy to be on intercept point at any moment now.
We got mine funded. Got it.
Oop, too many. Shit. Where's the 3? 1, 2, 3.
Copy. Leroy's in, Leroy's in.
Oh, nice hit.
This is
Thank
4-1,
you.
1-2, be advised, I'm back with the headquarters element.
See that?
It's good. Yep, it's good.
No eyes
Sticky
at
keys,
this
I love
time,
it.
no
Yeah, I
eyes
know.
at this time.
Great.
They are all now just bunched up there, and they're not calling rocket strikes.
Which is going to be problematic, given that they've got a whole platoon of
Nemesis, be
EVs.
advised, you have enemies pushing you from the east on the road.
Where's...
Oh, copy, enemies coming down, can I get a count in the description?
It's going to be about 2 squads worth of enemies at this time. Appear to be normal loadout.
Interrogative, south down the road?
East down the road. Northeast. Contacts outside of Blair engaging.
Hey, firm, engage.
Will also completely mark themselves with a lot of stuff.
That flanking behavior looks like it's starting. You see these guys fading into the forest to the south?
Yeah, I can tell. Still waiting for that gas.
Yeah. I mean, they've got bales set up. I don't know why they're not.
Anyway, Nemesis 1-2, interrogative on that squad.
That's not something you want to airstrike.
Be advised, no eyes at this time. They're in smoke. Recommend you start lobbing grenades and shells in there.
Hey,
They're going to be directly on the road. I can see through the smoke with some of my thermals. Definitely still squad plus. Leroy rifle.
Assets, be prepared to push, drop off LZ.
On copy. Round table Icarus 1-0 enable.
Send for round table on 1-0.
Round table Icarus interrogative. Are friendly forces using any form of indirect fire?
Negative this time.
Roger.
I've got eyes on BTR in the woods immediate break. Southeast of your current pause. It's appears to be BTR 70 at this time. Request clearance.
You're cleared out.
BTR 70.
I should just start using those in Ukraine.
Cleared out on all.
Copy. Friendlies off the X.
Round table, be advised. Viking dealt damage to QRF. Pulled back before we got overrun. We are RTB at this time.
This is this is round table. I copy. Break. Viking round table. Break. Second platoon is taking contact from a series of BTRs on the outskirts of the town of Motorgot to the east. Break. current intelligence estimates that one of them is attempting to flee back to Harcourt. Request you attempt to intercept that through the center of the island building.
Copy. Attempting to go through the center MSR on the island towards Harcourt.
Affirm, that's what SIGINT is indicating at the moment. Over. SIGINT indicating. Additional enemy forces holding the town of Arma are attempting to withdraw at this time. Recommend prepare for additional contact.
Shepard, Shepard or Stugans and ask Oil if he wants to be on the radio tower or just south of it on the
Would
intersection.
you get, let's say, 2 squads worth of dudes loaded up into withdraw from their approximate floor size from the right. 13th estimates they've killed approximately a platoon worth of enemy attacks. Expect 1 to 2 squads.
Copy direct.
Nemesis 1-1-1-2, be advised we're only going to do 1 bird at a time, so you're going to have to run it until I'm on the ground.
Roger.
Be quick.
Ожидаю ваших приказов.
Trucks are getting loaded out.
Выполняю.
Nemesis, be advised I'm with headquarters.
Awaiting orders. Ready for orders.
Flight, be advised, Vale established radio tower slightly south of the radio tower. You guys are cleared hot outside. Please hold break. Please hold on engagement as we're to the south until we pick off our ambush.
Nemesis, this is Spawn, be advised that 911 took auto cannon on the way out. He is currently down.
Hi, that was my bad. That BTR shouldn't have been there. I'll get you back in.
Okay.
What pylons do you want?
Gallon, big pot of hydras.
Which one? Do you want to just set it and I'll just give you a rearm? I don't know which one is which real quick. Got 7 things running right now.
I don't have pylon access.
Oh, yeah.
All aviation assets be advised we've kicked off our ambush. You guys are cleared hot, everything outside of the bale.
Okay, tell me what it's called.
Pot is the M261 and it's gonna be the M229 or 299s.
M261.
299.
M299 Hydra.
So copy.
19 times, and then the other one is the Gal.
Yep, the gal and no minis.
Cool.
As you know.
Yep, done. You're good to go.
Right, thanks.
Yep.
Send it.
Roughly DCS 0704, cleared hot dagger.
Rifle.
Stop deploying your targets.
This is Night, I am back on station.
Affirm, Night, over.
On the kilos, and we're still on full miniguns.
Solid copy on the fucking 14 daggers. No, Leroy. Be advised, we have infantry pushing up on us from the southeast, outside of the bale.
Copy, aye.
Engage.
Nemesis stickers from command 201.
201, 201.
Вас понял. Уже в пути.
Nemesis stickers, once complete.
Are you pushing that BTR up from the town?
All friendlies with that radio tower compound, bail re-established outside.
Be advised, you have contacts pushing up to that front gate at this time through summons.
Выполняю.
Be advised, Leroy just got shot at by autocannon. We're breaking.
Well, I'm going to say that they made that decision to push that BTR to attempt to exfil these guys. These guys are just going to friggin' run.
Okay. BTR, I need you to like calm down a little. Just park there. Good.
Leroy, Nemesis 1-2, interrogative. I heard you took a shot. You good?
A-firm, we're good.
Is not supposed to be engaging stuff down in Legion Hub?
Moonhaven?
Yeah?
No.
Well, he is.
Well, to be fair, I've not kept up with the, be awkward if he gets hit by a report.
Leroy, is that interrogative or?
Interrogative contact report.
Sporadic contact to the southwest Captain's Road. That's now. Any aviation assets, interrogative. Do you have vehicles coming down the road, Rick? Who are set up?
Auto cannon down the hill, I'm down an engine. Right engine is out at this time. We're using translative
You
lift
wanna,
to stand in
you wanna
air.
help run these people over? Just keep the BTR.
Leroy, Nemesis interrogative. Down the hill to our south.
Northeast down the hill, or correction, southeast down the hill. It's gonna be more east than south. We're gonna try and get pretty far. We're maintaining translated.
Yes, but
Night, Nemesis 1-2, approximate DCS mark 0711. BTR coming down the road. Do you have eyes on it?
Splash.
Nemesis Icarus 60.
Send it.
Be advised, sending Leroy 1-1 back to base for engine repairs. Knight's still on station with myself.
Affirm.
Round team requesting 1 times toggle of Van Dyke.
Can you do that?
Be advised, we have squirters coming from that vehicle, Leroy, splash to our southeast, interrogative, and put rockets in that area.
Where are they?
Night copies, I'm in from the west.
Affirm, in from the west.
on the way, but
They're now running back towards. Move.
Now you'd be advised to pushing down the road southwest.
Why the fuck are you going that way?
I don't know, just leave it.
Rocket.
See, most of them died right there, so it's fine.
Convenient.
Good hit tonight.
Copy, nice and clean.
Stand by to push 0714 LZ to the north.
Copy, standing by to push 0714 to the north. Nemesis spawn, be advised, standing by to push that LZ, only if actual is sure we're not going to die this time.
Advised actual is sure approximately 1 minute to LZ.
Copy, 1 minute.
What's not sprinting?
Do you have anything else planned?
Copy,
Nope,
push.
that's it.
So I need to run to the bathroom.
Yeah, send it.
On deck.
On all in left.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Did you get shot down by an autocannon, or what happened?
The right engine took a hit from one of the rounds, I think, through my skull, because I was bruised. So, I definitely got hit once, but I got smacked by it, and I was like, well,
Oh, copy,
revenge.
Nemesis.
And
Break.
they're like, no, don't be a hero. I'm like,
Recommend
but
the ED if you
revenge.
have to.
So I did a far attack and I lobbed a couple missiles at it before going home.
Go.
Oh shit, I wasn't recording that time. Damn it!
Except.
I recorded the first bit, not the second bit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Kura screwed up an LZ, and so.
Oh, yeah, the other company's upside down.
Uh-oh. Where are they? I don't see them on C-Tab. What the hell?
But there's no pain. Weird.
I'm gonna probably teleport them back.
Very slight.
Copies all.
Copies all.
Yeah, these guys under move orders who won't move. I task reset them. I just want to see what that'd do. Well, they don't know Carrera's there. That being said, they would be trying to withdraw.
Oh, those are the survivors.
Yes,
from the
they are.
mission
They were
launch.
trying to go to Motorgot, but they got pathinged.
But Motorgot told us that they lost all contact with HQ, so they're just hanging around.
Is it worthwhile just teleporting them back for the sake of training?
Yeah, that's fine.
Rearm. Let's go. Get back to the bird.
Why are they going back to the bird?
To go save their buddies.
Right. You good if we just end exit there? I'll TP you and lock them back.
What the hell happened?
Carrera crashed.
Huh?
We're gonna index. Yeah.
Yeah, index.
God damn it, man! I had a ULZ. We were gonna fucking.
No, I'm not going back there. I'm so done.
I think we're out of trading value for the entire golf course at that point. So.
Let's put you in your lane.
If it was an op, I'd make you do it, but yeah.
I would have done it.
The lost little lamb.
Yeah, 100%. All right, school circle up. Not by the building.
It's
I guess
because I said
that's
something.
much of a
I
thing.
was like, I swear to God, if I get captured again, and then the bird goes down as it's coming in to get me.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's your fault.
All right.
Damn it.
Captain Boyle, yes, all you.
Alright. Okay. So, that one went significantly better, seeing as how we did not get turned into paste. So, we landed over at the near... Oh dear God. Motor got by?
Good job. That was a great
Landed on the
butchering.
beach there. Quickly moved to set up an ambush position along that little road, or that MSR, moving along the west side of the fucking island. We set up demo, AT, caught, I think, what was it, at least 2 squads and a BTR and a truck, right?
It was a whole platoon of VDV and a BTR squad, so it's significant force.
We actually got all of them.
Well, you didn't get all of them, but you...
Oh, okay.
Oh, in terms of what you got with your mines?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got at least one squad in the truck. I didn't see exactly the other sections.
We interdicted the reinforcements and broke contact before we got overrun. Re-established over at the radio tower in the center of the island. Set up another ambush position. Fought the BTR from hell. Were eventually able to kill it. And dealt with multiple reinforcements. We pulled back, so we again weren't overrun. held the position for a little bit to make sure aviation was still able to engage that last BTR. Broke contact and made our way to an LZ, which I'm sorry, that fucking area is cursed. I'm sorry for aviation for I keep sending you there, but anyway. We did have a couple instances where there were a couple stragglers who snuck up behind us somehow, but we were able to deal with them pretty effectively. But yeah, 360 is always important. But yeah, other than that, nothing really from my level for this part. Should have taken more AT, but yeah. Other than that, I got nothing. Van Dyke, you got anything for this level?
Nothing that you didn't cover.
Turn it back over to you, Hurt.
Cool. Are there... I'm trying to encourage doing more of the team level debriefs at the sort of task force level, just because I think it's more useful for aviation and ground as a whole. Are there additional, like, team level things that you guys would like to cover in debriefing here?
I have something. Well, go ahead. You go first.
Well, main thing is reinforce that 360, reinforce buddy teams, all that. Same old thing I always harp on, but it's how you don't wind up dead. Yeah. Van Dyke?
I was just gonna say, yeah, is even when we're setting up ambushes and we think we know where the bad guys are gonna come from, it never hurts to task like a buddy team to be watching our 6. We got lucky with that guy who came up behind us, but we might not have. So just something to remember, like Boyle said. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, the ambushes both went off pretty well. We were actually able to disengage and break contact effectively in both instances. So that's a solid improvement from previous, from last time. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Nothing else really to add for this latter portion.
Cool. Yeah, I'll echo on nice job with breaking contact stuff. Obviously, we're doing FTX's revolving around LSCO, large-scale combat operations at the moment, which is a very different mission set in support of conventional forces and things like that when you're being used in direct support of main combat operations, which is sort of the second component of this. You guys, the second time, I think both times you were up against well over, or not well over, but about a platoon of enemy reinforced with BTRs in both cases. And so you guys hit them, you did what damage you could, and then you did a very, very good job of not overstaying your welcome. Because they definitely still outnumbered you, and it seemed as though the thick canopy was preventing you from utilizing aviation as effectively as a force multiplier to deal with those extra infantry. And so you realized when you had done what job you could do, and you pulled back and understood that sometimes the bad guys fight another day, and your job is to just conduct a more operational or strategic level of objective and prevent them from reinforcing an ongoing battle, or, retreating back to friendly lines, which you guys did in both cases very, very well. Overall, general coordination with aviation seemed solid. Obviously, I'd like to get some feedback from aviation. And so I guess I'll just do that now, turning it over. Aviation Lieutenant Koberski, do you have anything, that second component? Make sure to speak up.
Nothing specific. Boyle, I swear to God, if you send me to that LZ one more time, I will fucking hang you. I don't like that LZ. It's not, I mean, it works, but the approaches are just shit. But nothing specific.
Cool. At least I didn't send you into 2 Tunguskas this time.
That's true. I guess the only thought is if you're in contact in the canopy, we may not be able to see them, but if you put CTAB marks down, we can at least bomb on target and try and drop some rockets in and get the general vicinity at least. That would be my only thought, unless Carrera or Dalton has anything. All right, excellent.
Cool. I did have one question. Chief Dalton, when they were engaging that northern sort of platoon of reinforcements by Losi, how good of eyes did you have sort of through the canopy as to the number of combatants and things that they were facing and what they were going up against at that point?
It was finicky, but I could see at least a squad plus. I described it as a squad plus, potentially 2 squads. I wasn't sure how much. I just saw most definitely a squad on the road and some sporadic in the woods. I couldn't tell though. The treetop cover is really difficult. Depending on the angle, I can see really well. Depending on the aspect of things as well with the tree alignment.
Right. It seemed to me as though there wasn't much independent striking that was going on between you and or Major Carrera. Obviously, he doesn't have a flare pod, so it would require you to walk him in on, relevant targets and things like that. Was that just me misunderstanding the situation on the ground or in the air, I guess, or was that...
I didn't even think to walk him in, to be honest. I was so saturated with trying to relay to them that they had a big ass element moving towards him.
Were you out of munitions at that point? Was there a reason you could engage that? I was pretty sure it was outside your bail, or outside their bail at that point.
I didn't want to risk hitting friendlies, even though it was outside of the bail. It looked like it was too close for rockets, so I kind of splashed far.
Okay.
But otherwise, I was striking it, just intermittent.
Cool. Staff Sergeant Stukas, could you comment or confirm on any of that in terms of usage of aviation in the bail?
That squad that he's talking about specifically was probably 100 to 120 meters from us, so it would have been close, but definitely doable. I was having trouble seeing, so a lot of the things he was describing I did not have eyes on, but I was relaying it down. Moving on to just normal JTAC comments, there was a little bit of flip-flopping between me and Shep, which I think I actually really liked. When Shep had better eyes on things, he was able to do things, mostly because I was stuck in night. But we were, I think, handling those handoffs pretty well.
So I guess, since you were doing some of it half the time, getting Shepard, do you have anything JTAC related?
I think if we're going to do that in the future, we should probably train on it a little bit. I avoided dual JTACing as much as possible. There was things I could have called in if we were set on doing it that way, like we used to sometimes. But just because we hadn't practiced it, I kind of avoided calling things in.
Yeah, that's probably the right call.
But I did throw out some C-tab markers and some red smoke. I don't think that it was particularly helpful because I think aviation was already engaging things in those areas or something.
Cool.
But it is, things that we can implement and could have been done better, but I don't think there was anything that was a failure. Just things to put in mind in the future to practice.
I'll put a note in the
sounds good. I'll just echo that back down to Captain Boyle, Gunny Van Dyke, and Staff Sergeant Sydney. Sort of contact report sort of things from a leadership standpoint. Obviously, get your guys responding to contact, dealing with that. But then, like, sort of first order of business, if you can throw a C-tab marker down there, that's very helpful for, as for your instance, Sydney, coordinating up to your team headquarters with Boyle and Van Dyke. For headquarters, it's useful for coordinating down to the element level, and it's also significantly more helpful for JTAC coordination with aviation. Because again, if there's a C-tab mark, even if they can't see it, JTAC can call them in on it, and that problem can be solved by, hydras and things like that. So.
Yep. Sounds good.
I think I've covered everybody. Do we have medical? Hospital Monroe, I don't think I've asked you anything.
They'd be Dodd.
Oh, Dodd. Sorry, my bad. I suck,
Thanks,
Dodd.
bud.
You should have been here.
Wow.
Yeah, betrayal. All right, I'll just step into the fire here. This is just, all right.
I think that second go around, everything went a lot smoother. Me and Ro were kind of firing on all cylinders. I do have one comment. When we're bunched up like that and we're, obviously facing a force to one direction, if you call my name and you tell me to come here quick, I think you're having a medical issue. If that's not the case, I do have, battle buddy to stay with and everything like that. So if you're pulling me away for something other than just straight up medical, it defeats me having a battle buddy, if that makes sense. But other than that, I think everything went great the second half.
Cool. Good notes. Opening the floor. Comments, questions, concerns?
Hawkins, go.
Just a quick one. I've been finding grenades to be extremely useful, especially on Tanoa. Might recommend people carrying more of those.
Yeah. Jungle warfare grenades, big bean. Yeah.
That's all.
I would
I
like
like
to
12 of
second his opinion and add. Boyle is great for exclusively running just M203. I mean, what?
Yeah.
You have another gun other than the M203, right?
No such thing.
Yeah.
Good. Keep it that way.
Quasi-related to that, how many fucking times on the second ambush did we hit that first BTR?
I don't know. I wasn't watching exactly.
We hit it at
very
least
saturated.
3
You
times.
guys hit it a lot of times, though. I think.
Yeah, it got hit with a law. I hit it with an HEDP grenade, and I'm pretty sure there was another strike on it, and then the aviation finally fucking killed it.
Yeah.
Like that
BTR from
motherfucker
hell.
did not die.
Yeah.
I was so sad about that shot.
No, you.
Which
I
one?
felt
The
so
second,
good.
second or third?
You did great, Dodd. You
Yeah.
did great.
Final thing before I turn it over to whatever else needs to happen. Obviously, from an S2 perspective, testing out some additional things in terms of fucking ambience, I guess is the right word, and other things going on. If I could just get some general feedback as to that and the overall mission, just sort of 1 to 10, sort of standard mission rating sort of thing. How cool that was, if you enjoyed it, didn't enjoy it, that sort of stuff. And if you have any comments on that, feel free to speak up. From my perspective, it didn't seem as though there were any performance issues that you guys experienced for that. I know Chief Dalton is different because he's running FLIR monitors and things like that, but if anybody else had performance issues, please let me know.
Oh my god, it was awful with the FLIRs. I was getting like 10 FPS the whole time.
Did anybody other than Dalton have frame issues tonight?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Like they were a little bit lower than usual,
I brought my render
but they were
down.
stable.
Okay.
I had a little bit in the jungle parts, but
okay.
Probably should also.
I don't like the sunrise with the fog.
Yeah,
Makes
sunrise
things
and the
very
fog
difficult
is
to
a
see.
pain in the ass.
Yeah.
It was bad, especially flying directly into it on the LZ and I'm going, oh my god, ay.
Yep. Cool.
It's
well,
like glare. It's like washed out glare.
Okay.
All right,
that's
before we
all I've
wrap
got.
up,
Turn it back
we
over to you
do
guys.
have one more point of order here. Hostleman Dodd, front and center.
Hand in the fire.
To all who shall see these presents greeting, know ye that reposing special trust and confidence in the fidelity and abilities of Nick Dodd, I do appoint this member a Hospital Corpsman First Class in the 3rd MRB Realism Unit to rank as such from the 5th day of May 2024. This appointee will therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the grade to which appointed by doing and performing all manner of things thereunto pertaining. And I do strictly charge and require all personnel of lesser grade to render obedience to appropriate orders, and this appointee is to observe and follow such orders and direction as may be given from time to time by superiors acting according to the rules, articles governing the discipline of the 3rd Marine Raider Battalion Realism Unit, given under my hand at Headquarters Company, 3rd Marine Raider Battalion 3rd Marine Raider Battalion Realism Unit, this 5th day of May in the year of our Lord 2024. Signed, J. Hart, Captain, 3rd MRB Commanding. Congratulations, Dodd.
Congratulations!
Woo!
Woo! Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
That's the first time I've
Yeah,
screwed
there we
that
go.
up.
That's it.
You see, Van Dyke, this is why I rely on you, because we all know I can't read.
Yes.
Cool.
Congratulations, Dodd. You deserve it.
Promotions given, I get captured.
Well, that almost happened regardless.
All right. You guys are dismissed at this level, I assume, unless you're good to go.
Sorry, two seconds. Boyle and Van Dyke, can I just speak to you quickly
shit.
in your channel before you do anything?
Yeah, sure.
no worries.
Also, for the rest of you, we'll be doing footage review in the Discord. Also, sign up for my fun up on
No, it's
Thursday,
okay.
you
I'll
bitches. I
literally-
love you.
Yeah.
There it is.
Pulls the pin on a friend.